Welcome to Breaking Free from Within, the podcast where we dive deep into personal development, self-healing, and the journey to living a fully aligned life. I'm your host, Prairie Francia, certified health coach, Reiki master teacher, and substance use disorder counselor. My mission is to help you break free from self-sabotaging behaviors and step into the healthiest, most empowered version of yourself. Hey, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Breaking Free from Within. I'm your host, Prairie Francia, and today we're having a conversation that's crucial not only for those in recovery, but also for the families, friends, and partners who love them. Because here's the truth. Recovery isn't just an individual journey. It's a family system journey. And whether we realize it or not, every person in that system plays a role in either fueling the addiction or supporting the healing. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to let you know about something really special we have coming up. Our 21-day Breaking Free Challenge starting Sunday, June 1st, 2025. This is a powerful, soul-shifting experience designed to help you release self-sabotaging and numbing out behaviors. Whether that's emotional eating, constant scrolling, substance use, or just feeling disconnected from yourself. For 21 days, you'll receive a daily email with a short teaching, a guided meditation, journaling prompts, and a simple action step, all centered around helping you reconnect to your truth, your body, and your inner power. It's gentle, doable, and transformational. To join, just click the link in the show notes, sign up for the Aligned Living newsletter at alignmentwithprairiana.com, or head to the blog section for the companion article to this episode to get all the details. Now, let's get into today's episode. Today, we're talking about why it's so important to allow the person struggling with addiction, what we call the identified patient, to experience the full repercussions of their actions, and why stepping in to shield them, even when it's done with love, can unintentionally block their growth and prolong the cycle of addiction. In recovery circles, we use the term identified patient to describe the person who carries the visible symptoms of a deeper family dynamic. But the truth is, addiction rarely happens in a vacuum. It happens within a system, one that often includes enablers, rescuers, and protectors. It's very common, especially for parents and close loved ones, to instinctively step in when the person they love is struggling. Maybe they cover the rent when it's missed. Maybe they make excuses at work. Maybe they clean up the mess, literally or figuratively, hoping this will buy their loved one more time to get it together. And while it feels loving, it can be a major disservice because rescuing prevents the person in addiction from feeling the true weight of their choices. It shields them from the very reality check that could wake them up. This dynamic often begins much earlier than we think. Parents who couldn't tolerate seeing their child in discomfort may have swooped in to fix problems, smooth over failures, or shield their child from consequences. While well-intentioned, this sends a dangerous subconscious message. You don't have to face reality. You'll always be rescued. Over time, this pattern can condition a person to expect that someone will step in, no matter how bad things get. And when addiction enters the picture, this same learned helplessness can make recovery even harder to reach. As adults, many identified patients seek out partners or friends who mirror these codependent dynamics. People who will absorb the chaos, clean up the mess, and sacrifice their own needs to protect the addict from pain. This isn't because the addict is bad, and it's not because the supporter is weak. It's because both people are caught in a dance that feels familiar, even when it's destructive. One of the most loving things a supporter can do is to allow consequences to unfold, not to punish, not to shame, but to create space for reality to teach the lessons that words cannot. Natural consequences are one of the most powerful motivators for change. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the signal that something needs to be different. Without it, addiction can continue indefinitely because there's no reason to stop. Here's something else I want you to hear clearly. Supporters need support too. If you're someone who loves an identified patient, you may have your own emotional addictions, to control, to rescuing, to codependency, and these patterns are just as important to heal. Healthy support systems don't just happen by accident. They are built through awareness, boundary work, emotional self-care, and often their own healing journeys. When the supporter heals, the entire system can heal. Because recovery isn't just about removing substances, it's about removing the unhealthy patterns that allowed them to thrive. This is exactly why I created the Empowered Recovery course. The course isn't just for those in recovery from substances. It's also an incredible resource for families, friends, and partners who want to learn how to support in healthy, life-affirming ways. Inside the course, we dive deep into how to break cycles of emotional addiction and codependency, how to set boundaries that support, not enable, recovery, how to replace old family dynamics with empowerment, accountability, and self-trust, how to heal your own nervous system so you can show up rooted, clear, and grounded. Because here's the thing, the stronger the support system, the stronger the recovery journey. When supporters do their own healing, they stop participating in the old dance. And that creates a brand new environment where true recovery becomes possible. Healing is contagious, and it often starts with the one who chooses to step out of the old patterns first. If you are loving someone through addiction, I want you to know you're not responsible for their choices. You are responsible for your boundaries and your healing. Your well-being matters just as much as theirs. And when you prioritize your own emotional health, you actually give your loved one the best possible chance to find their own healing too. You can't do their recovery for them, but you can do your own. And that ripple effect is more powerful than you know. If today's episode is resonating with you, I've created a free companion worksheet called The Power of Consequences to help you go even deeper in your healing and reflection. Whether you're in recovery yourself or supporting someone who is, this guided PDF is filled with journaling prompts and boundary setting exercises to help you break free from enabling patterns and step into empowered support. You can download it right now using the link in the show notes, or head to the Aligned Living blog at alignmentwithprairiana.com to grab your copy. This is your space to reflect, release, and realign. You've got this. I also want to invite you to explore the Empowered Recovery course at alignmentwithprairiana.com. You'll also find free resources like the Power of Consequences worksheet, created to help you and your loved ones untangle from old cycles and build something new. Let's stop enabling survival and start empowering true recovery for them and for you. I'd love for you to share this episode with someone who might need the same reminder. And please leave a 5-star review to help this podcast reach more people who need it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing your healing. And thank you for breaking free from within.